It's project day. I know you're wondering why so many projects. Project is how you put into practice the things that you have learned. And with that, I welcome you to day 37, day 37 of the 100 Days Python Programming Challenge. And today we will be building a simple project. What project are we building, you might ask? We're building a simple to-do list. Yes, everyone needs a to-do list. I need one. So let's begin. Day 37 of 100 days to the screen. Welcome to day 37 of the 100 Days Python Programming. So the last 2 days we spoke about functions. So I was like this today, let's build a simple project, a to-do list application, and we will be using functions that we learned. So what do I want my to-do list application to do? I want to be able to add new tasks. I want to be able to remove, and I want to be able to view the text. So just think of it like it's a to-do app kind of. So those are the three things I want to do. I want to be able to add, remove, and delete. And where do I want to get the input from? I want to get the input from the user. To learn about input, then you should check our other videos on day 2. I believe we talked about input on day 2. So that means I'm going to have 3 functions in all. But first, the information that I'm collecting, appending, and deleting and viewing, I would like to store them in a list. So I'm defining my variable, which is to-do list, and then I'm creating an empty list because I currently do not have anything. So everything would be stored in the list. So now let me define my function to add a task to my list. So this is my first function. And what do I want it to do? I want to be able to get the tags from the users. And once they enter their tags, I want to append it to my list. So let's have tags. What is our tags going to do? We want to get input. And I want to display a message in the input like enter tags. And then, controls. And then after they enter their tags, I want to append to my to-do list. So that is to-do list dot append. And what do I want to append? I want to append the tags. So this is my function that gets the input from the user, and once the user enters the input, then it appends the input to my to-do list. So the next thing that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to remove tags. I want to be able to remove existing tags. So dev remove tags. And what do I want to do? I want them to be able to like enter the tags that they want to remove. So I would have tags because it could be like 50 tags. So how do you know which one you want to remove or which one you're not interested in? So enter tags to be removed. And once they've entered the tags that they want to remove, then I would like to remove it from my list. But then it is possible that they might add a tag that is not in my list. And when it's not there, then there might be an error. And I do not want my function to break because of that. So I want to be able to print out a useful message to my user that, oh, the text that you entered is not actually in your to-do list application. So what do? I have an if statement that if the task is in to-do list, first, if it's in the list that I made, then I want to remove it. To-do list dot remove. And then what do I want to remove? I want to remove tags. But then if it's not found, then I want to print a message. So I'll use the else statement that I want to print that tax is not found. So this is my second function. We've been able to add, to remove. So then I want to be able to view the tax, because if they get a message tax is not found, or to be sure that the tax is actually being imputed correctly. So I want to have a view tax. So this is to view the tax function. So I want to print first like a message. I want to make it look nice. So your tax. And then I want to print out each tax, because I said we could have multiple tax. So for tax in my to-do list, then I want to print. If you're wondering what this is, you should check our video on print. So these are the functions that I need to be able to add, to be able to remove, and to be able to view the text. So then how do I make it work? Because we said that to be able to make your function work, you have to be able to call your function. So now I want to call my function, and I want to be able to build my input statement so I can get the information from the user correctly. So I would use a while loop. Why is that indented wrongly? So while true, what do I want to do? I want to be able to tell the user to choose what action they would want to perform. Do they want to add? Do they want to remove? Or do they want to view? So we have action. So the first thing that we want them to do is to choose an action they want to perform. Add, review, view, or if they want to quit the application. So if action is equal to add, if action equals to add, then what do I want to do? I want to call my add function. See, nice, isn't it? Then if action is equal to remove, then what do I want to call? I want to call my remove tax function. Then another else, if action equals to view, what do I want to call? My view tax function. And then I also want it to be possible for them to like quit the application, like they're done with it. Then if action equals to quit, then I want to break. And something you have to think about is that although we're specifying add, remove, view, and quit, what if the user just decides to write rubbish or writes the wrong value? Not necessarily rubbish. Rubbish is sounds ash. So then I don't want the system, I don't want the application to break, but instead I want to print out a nice message that says you chose an invalid choice. So if they don't choose add, remove, view, or quit, and they choose write something else, I want to print out invalid choice. And this is our simple to-do list application that adds, remove, and view. So now let's run this to see if it works. So the first thing is choose which application you will want to do. So first, let's try view. We have nothing because we did not add anything. And then add. So to choose add, so what tax do I want to put in my to-do list? Eat. And then it has been added. And then what else do I want to do? Now if I want to view, you see, your tax, eat. If I want to add more tax, I click on add, enter. and then add pray. Then it's being added. And then if I can add much more. And then if I want to remove, I put remove. And then I remove sleep because only sleep. And then it's removed. And then I can view my tags. You see, you have eat and pray. And then I can now, let me enter the wrong value. So what if I enter like wrong value? You see invalid choice, and I can still view. And then I quit the application, and then it's done. So this is how you build a simple to-do list application using Python function. Let me know how you would update or upgrade this application. Like for instance, when they add a task, you might want to print out a message that this task has been successfully added. Or if they want to remove a task, you can also print out a message that the task has been successfully removed, and so on and so forth. So let me know how you would make this better. That is it for this video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And as always, the link to the Jupyter Notebook is in the description, so check it out and let me know what you think of our video so far. We're going. Thank you. Bye for now.